A lot of people want to become film editors because they love movies. They imagine cutting scenes that play in big theaters, winning awards, and being on Netflix. They want to be part of the thing that made them fall in love with film in the first place.
Captain, my captain.
Here's what they overlook. There's a very specific roadmap to becoming a real film editor. And if you don't follow it, you don't just delay, you're gonna get stuck. You edit work that will eventually bore you. Even worse, it might not pay all that well. And you never actually break into films. So in this video, I want to show you the 5-step roadmap of how editors actually get there. Now, to be clear, there isn't just one way to make it as an editor. But the people who make it, they follow a very specific pattern. The biggest mistake is ignoring this pattern, either because you don't know what it is or you're looking for shortcuts.
Well, I've been cutting for over 25 years. I cut for James Cameron on Ghost of the Abyss. I worked on the Emmy-winning series Hit Record with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. And I collaborated with Sundance filmmaker Mark Webber on 5 or 6 of his films.
So, here's step number 1. You gotta build your craft. It's obvious, right? You'd think so. But craft is not just being fast with software or understanding the technical aspects of the job. The biggest mistake beginners make is not to build a foundation of the editing craft as a whole. They think, well, I'll cut a short film, it's gonna get into Sundance, and that's my big break. It does happen. But it's like winning the lottery. You're competing with thousands of projects, and the truth is, your taste is always ahead of your skills. You know what a great movie looks like. Martin Scorsese, Christopher Nolan, but you can't execute at that level. It's your first work. It's not gonna be great, and if you get that first rejection of many more to come, it can be quite paralyzing. For me, when I did my first film as a director, it sucked. It really slowed me down. Now I understand that's just normal. It's part of the process. And the first step to take is to learn the fundamentals by getting your reps in. That means consistent work, just editing, learning the software, understanding the workflow, but most importantly, you gotta get your hands on great narrative material. Because great performances teach you so much more about coverage, pacing, and subtext. Yes, bad footage can train you how to fix stuff, but it also conditions you to settle. You need great material to accelerate your growth. If you're interested in getting quality footage to cut, I'll have a link in the description where you can reach out.
I would change the size of your penis.
Much
Your
smaller,
bodily
right?
pheromones.
Step number 2 is all about making money. This is where most people hesitate. They are just unsure as to how they're gonna get film work to pay them. Well, it won't. That's not how it works. You make money first through social content, trailers, small gigs for a local business, branded work. The kind of stuff that's not glamorous, but it's very critical. Why? Because money does 3 things. It gives you deadlines, gives you the ability to put in your reps, and it will lead to confidence. A client who's just paying you $250 for a video that's due this Friday will teach you so much more than a personal project you take months and months to finish. And when clients come back and keep hiring you, or even better, refer you, you're gonna feel accomplished and you're gonna level up fast. At some point, you're going to be so busy that you actually have to raise your rates to manage the demand. You start choosing better projects, and that's when things shift. Step number 3 is where you elevate your career. And this is actually where most people plateau, because now you understand how to make money and you can do that forever doing the same kind of work. But if you want to edit films, you have to intentionally pivot. This is where you take deliberate shots and make what I call low-risk offers. You look for interesting filmmakers on Kickstarter while you go to festivals, while you hang out in film community, and you help those filmmakers in ways that it's hard for them to say no to. Maybe you're gonna cut a trailer for free, or you're gonna create a pitch piece for their Kickstarter campaign. Or even better, you're gonna offer to cut an on-screen draft, which is like editing an early version of the film shot with an iPhone during rehearsal. It's gonna help them figure out their film, shot composition, shot list, how to work with the actors, and blocking them. You're offering value at a level where directors would be stupid to say no to. And you're creating opportunities for yourself because you are building these important relationships. Careers don't come from resumes or editing reels, they come from people. And this is where we get to step number 4, where you aspire to become a go-to editor. This is where everything changes. Most editors live in what I call editing hell. It's not so great pay, difficult clients that ask for more than what's fair, or it's uninspiring projects that go nowhere. But editing hell could actually be worse when you get paid great money. Then we call it the golden handcuffs, because now you're actually stuck paying your rent. You're dependent on that paycheck to come in every single week. Now, editing bliss is quite the opposite. It's great projects, the kind of films and documentaries that matter to you at the core. The story needs to be told and find its audience. Editing bliss is working with great people. These are true artists with meaningful voices, preferably easygoing and trusting of your collaboration. Editing bliss is great pay. What is great pay? It's the pay that at least is double or more of what you need to pay all your bills so that you can take time off. You can breathe, you can recover and rejuvenate. The key to editing bliss is becoming a go-to editor to the right people. That means when a director you look up to has a project, you're gonna be their first call, not because you're just good, but because you have all the traits of a go-to editor. Being reliable, great communication, you listen, you elevate their vision, you're just a great hang. The craft is maybe 50% of being a great editor. The rest is how you collaborate, and this is why you get hired. And at some point, you may get to a level that I've yet to reach and may never reach. It's called mastery. It's that final step. This is the level very few people reach. And it's not just about putting in your 10,000 hours of editing. It's about getting access to the right project and delivering at that highest level. You're not just editing, you're contributing to the art form as a whole in a way that it moves people. Now, the point of this video is simple. It's going to take time. You shouldn't skip steps. You should build deliberately. And if you're interested, I can break down each of these steps into exactly what you should be doing right now. And you do that by reaching out to me, by taking the editor readiness check. You complete that questionnaire and I will give you a free evaluation. I'm going to tell you where you are right now, in my opinion, what is that number one constraint holding you back, and what you should tackle first. And after that, what you should do to elevate your game. The link to the editor readiness check is in the description. I hope you enjoyed this video. Happy editing. Cheers.